So hi there. I've been on a bit of a purging, organizing kick, and like a lot of things, it started small and one thing led to another, and I stopped myself from going too far because I wanted to make a video, and at the same time I wasn't quite sure how to make a story out of it. So this might mostly just be a series of organizing tips, and you don't need to see me making little shelves and things. So it's probably going to be mostly talking through why I did something and then showing you what I did. I think. We'll see how it goes. It kind of started with this sander. On a previous video I showed how I made this sander based on a John Heiss plan, and then I needed a place to put it, so I made these little brackets here that fit right underneath my drill. It's handy above my workbench, and then at the same time I just made a little slot where I can just stuff partly used sandpaper. So yeah, tip number one, taking advantage of unused spots. And if I recall, this top drawer was what was next, and it looks lovely right now, but this was not here just a few short weeks ago, and as you can see, without organizing, this can just sort of, things can get into a jumble. And yeah, I threw some things out, I moved things to other locations, I laid things out on the bench, and then I laid things out in here, and I eventually hit on this great framework. And this is just little, these are just 23 gauge pins that are holding this together with a little bit of glue. So yeah, this is now a lot more useful, and these are just cheapy little drawer slides on this particular drawer. So it only comes out 3/4, so the back compartments are all long compartments holding long things that I can easily get in and out. So I'm working with the drawer slides that I have. I have this old counter unit along the back wall that I salvaged from work many years ago, and this has got 4 drawers on the top where I store tools and hardware and things. And in this particular drawer I have excess screwdrivers, tin snips, things I don't use so often, extra tape measures, the stubbies. I don't use the stubby screwdrivers that much, and some of the things from the previous drawer I moved into here, and back here I had some old clamps that I didn't use, and I've purged those and gotten rid of them. And I started sorting out this drawer. Same idea. I already had this organizer, but I was thinking of putting in another organizer. And these drawers also have 3/4 slides. And I was thinking about, oh yeah, I need to have long things in the back. And I thought, you know, nuts to that. And I went to Amazon and I've ordered some inexpensive full extension drawer slides so that I can get full access to the length of the drawer, and then I won't have to do things like this where I'm trying to reach into the back. So yeah, I've got 4 sets of drawer slides here. I did not buy one for the other drawer because these are all the same 22-inch length. That was a 16-inch length, and long story short, it had to do with money, which we don't have an infinite supply of. So yeah, I'm going to do that probably off camera, and I'll show you the results. This drawer, I think I want to empty completely because I would like to move my Dowelmax jig into here. I use my Dowelmax almost always right here by the vise, and currently my Dowelmax is over. Am I on frame? Yeah, way over here. Oh, that's not it. Currently my Dowelmax jig is over here in the far end of my table saw unit, simply because that's where it ended up at one point. So yeah, here's another tip maybe is, let's think about where you use your tools and try to relocate them so they make more sense. So all this needs to come out and go somewhere, and where am I going to put this? in these cabinets up top. Again, purging and sorting. And I have these hardware organizers. I've had 2 of them for a while. I bought them at my last round of organizing. And so yeah, I went out to Home Depot. These are HDX hardware organizers. I bought them because I already had a set, so I wanted them to match. You know, find your favorite hardware organizer. These were like 13 bucks Canadian, so I bet that's less than 10 bucks American for 2 of them from Home Depot. They will stack and interlock if you want that sort of thing. I don't. I just like the fact that it's got a whole bunch of compartments where I can organize stuff, and these back half, they will come in and out. So that will stack there, and eventually it's going to look something like this, and I'll have an empty drawer. Again, I'll show you that when it's done. And finally, I recently got some new measuring tools in, and that was also part of my reasoning. I've been thinking over the past couple of weeks of where am I going to put these. So yeah, that's what we all deal with. You get some new tools or some new clamps or something, and you need to figure out a place to put them in your shop. And in my case, I want to put them, I think, in my wall-mounted tool cabinet. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll see this in the background. In fact, you almost never see it closed because I almost always have it open and I'm grabbing things in and out. But anyways, when I set this thing up years ago, my idea was sort of measuring and marking on this side. So I've got squares, levels, scratch-alls and pens and some squares, and screwdrivers and chisels and hammers and things. And other things have crept in. I put a saw here because it fit. I put a wrench here because it fit. And again, it's time to think. And here we are much later, and I think I have a workable solution to reorganizing my tool cabinet. I got all my measuring tools over here. I've done a small purge and rearrangement over here. Let's go in and have a closer look. First off, this is what I purged. Extra hammer, an old screwdriver. I've taken out the channel lock pliers, the second nipper. The rafter square, I almost never use it, and same with the wire strippers. These can all be moved into a secondary storage. As discussed, I moved the coping saw up here. It's with the other saws. It's tucked behind some chisels, and I moved the wrenches and the pliers. I just sort of tucked them up. Yeah, they're still just hanging on screws. I'm all about simplicity if that's all you need. Down here along the bottom, I didn't really change that much. I used to have 2 hammers here, but I got rid of that one. And yeah, hammers are a problem because really flat is kind of the way that I think most people hang them, but then they take up the most amount of space. And I had 2 of them stacked, but this is still taking up space, but it's just leaving it seemed to be the easiest. I'm trying to think of some way to put it in just straight. I have to come up with some sort of a catch. However, I have it just on top of this little bracket here that was lifting it up, and I just notched the bottom of these. I don't even remember why I built it. It's so long ago. I just notched the bottom because I like to have some utility knives handy, and they just weren't fitting. But now with the notch, they can just tuck underneath. These other hammers are here. Again, nothing particularly fancy. Now I put these 2 clamps up here. They're just hanging across 3 dowels. One little dowel has a little lip on the front of it just to keep them in. Triangle. Just again on a little dowel, on another little dowel to keep it registered, and then I just clipped a little piece of wood across the front to hold it in when I close the door. T-square is just here. I have a little piece of wood where I notched it out with the table saw this way, and then I notched it across the back so that the wings fit behind it. Just hangs there. Just a simple little wooden bracket. This is just a piece of wood that I plunge the biscuit joiner into, and that makes a little slot where I can fit my John Heiss style compact compass. And that's it. Certainly not as intricate as the famous Studley tool cabinet, but it serves my needs, and it even still has a little bit of space here, so maybe I'll sneak a couple of the other tools back in if I find that I use them frequently. But anyways, you know, a tool cabinet should be a living thing that changes as your needs change. Now moving back to this end of the shop, I've got my new hardware organizers just about filled and ready to go. So I think I mentioned I really like how you got all these different compartments where you can sort things and you can take the dividers out so that you can fit bigger items in. I just sort of put the dividers underneath so that I don't lose them. But these clips on the side, that's a problem. So they sell these and they're meant to stack, and then you can latch them together and then they're attached. And I never do that. I just have them on the shelf in my cabinet. So they're here on the shelf, and when I take them in and out, I find what happens is these clips will get caught on either the sides or on the other cabinet beside it, and then the clip slides back. And when the clip is slid back, you can't open the lid. It's holding the lid down, and I've put up with this on my first two, and then I was adding my second two organizers, and I'm like, this is nuts. I was like, let's just get this and let's just slide it off. And yeah, I'm still gonna keep them. There. You want one less little headache. Don't be afraid to modify something that you've bought. If you had a label making machine, this would be a great thing to do. I'm just writing it on with painter's tape. Cheap and easy. So there we go. Lots of hardware and screw nuts and bolts nicely up there. And I spent a couple of hours last night putting on the full extension drawers on all of these, and now they are beautifully easy to open and access. And that was a real pain in the butt. Normally you're going to put, if you put drawer slides in a cabinet, you know, I build a modern cabinet and it's wide open, but in this cabinet, you know, the bottom was full. I'm just putting the drawer slides in the top, and there's a sheet of plywood that separates the drawers from the lower part, so it's really awkward to get in there. But it's done. These first two drawers, other than emptying, vacuuming, I've just thrown this stuff back in. This still needs some work at some point with putting in dividers, or this one especially. I think I need to completely rip it apart. I moved my Dalmax stuff over into this drawer like I was talking about. I just picked up the organizer from the previous drawer and I dropped it in, but again, this also I think should be completely thrown out and redone with organizers, because there is wasted space. I could arrange this a little bit better. So now here's the dilemma. I'm left with 4 sets of perfectly good drawer slides, but they're only 3/4 opening, which I really don't like. So do I keep them or do I throw them away? I think I'm going to throw them away. Okay guys, there are certainly more drawers that I could organize or stuff that I could purge, but I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you picked up some interesting tips. If you've got some great tips, why don't you drop them in the comments section down below, or just, you know, tell me everything that you think I did wrong. And we'll see you on the next one.